Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and enhance our application just like before, right? We know that these list of systems are hard coded in our application, and we're going to modify our app to read the list of systems from the props file. So the first step here is adding a list of systems to the application.properties file. So let's go ahead and do that now. And in the properties file, I'll call it systems. And then I simply give a comma delimited list of operating systems. So I'll start off with the first three here: Linux, Mac, and Microsoft Windows. And then I'll also add Android and iOS, just so we have a different list here, so we can, have a good feeling that we're actually getting this from the props file. Now in step 2, we need to inject the systems into our student controller using the value annotation. I'll use the same technique as before, a little copy paste here. And I'll update the entry here for systems. And so remember here, this simply matches up with the actual property name in our application.properties file. Now in step 3, we're going to add a list of systems to the model. So I'll just move down here to my show form method. All right, I'll just kind of scroll up just so we kind of match things up here. So here we're actually adding the attribute, make sure that matches up with the actual field that we've defined up top. Now in step 4, in the HTML form, we're going to generate a list of input tags for those systems. Currently, those operating systems are hard-coded. Let's go ahead and remove those hard-coded values. And I'll keep one of them just to kind of use as a starting point. Here I have the checkbox, I have the favorite systems. And now let's do our little for loop. So we'll do our th:\each. And we have the temp system that's going to loop over the systems. We'll set up our th value of temp system. And same thing for text. And that's pretty much it for looping over those systems and displaying those checkboxes dynamically. All right, let's go ahead and test this out, and let's run our application. Swing into our browser here. Let's go back to the form and let's reload the page. And success. So notice here we have new operating systems for Android and iOS confirming that, hey, we're actually reading all this information from the props file. Let's go ahead and add some form data here. And let's hit submit. And success. So notice here we have our operating systems being listed out. And again, we're using those values that came in from the props file and displaying them here. So I'd like to say, good job, my friend.